Hi! And this is Ryan,
This is Nat.
and we're going to give you our most memorable films of 2013, I think.
Cue the titles. Now before we start, I'd just like to say that all films are subjective, so this is just our opinions. There are some films we have seen and there are some we haven't. You might have seen others.
So therefore, your list may be different to ours. So we'll just get straight into this, I think.
The first film I think we should talk about today is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the second of the 3 Hobbit films directed by Peter Jackson. Personally, I think it was a great film. It had its ups and downs for sure, but with the cast of Ian McKellen, Martin Freeman and Richard Armitage, their chemistry together on screen is fantastic.
So one of my standout films has to be Gangster Squad with Ryan Gosling. I mean, it's a gangster film with Ryan Gosling. I mean, Ryan Gosling sold me the film, then it's a gangster film. We haven't had many of them, and I was like, you know what, I used to like gangster films, let's go back and watch this, and it sold me completely. All I'm hoping for is another one this following year, but it's not going to happen, I doubt. I haven't really looked if they're making a sequel, but I want more gangster films. That's the message.
Another film on our list is definitely Man of Steel, the new telling of Superman with Henry Cavill in the title role. Is it Cavill? Beep. It's directed by Zack Snyder and also stars the likes of Russell Crowe and Amy Adams as Jor-El and Lois Lane respectively. Personally, I think it was a fantastic film and it's great for anyone wanting to get into DC.
Iron Man was out this year, which I've got to say was my favourite Iron Man out there. I mean, it wasn't a superhero movie as such. It was more how he coped without the superheroism, if you get what I mean. And it was a nice change. It's nice to see Marvel's not, he's the hero. He's going to beat some people up with superpowers and he's going to win. It's like, no, he has to overcome his self-confidence. And in the end, he's still a superhero, but, you know, he's not as superheroes are as we know them, which is a nice change.
Another film I think should definitely be on this list is Kick-Ass 2 with Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Chloe Grace Moretz and Christopher Mintz-Plasse, sorry if I say his name wrong, reprising their roles. Personally, I think it was a great film. They all got straight back into character perfectly, and I think, personally, I feel it's better than the first Kick-Ass.
Hunger Ganesh I saw the other week, which I've got to say, I enjoyed, and I enjoyed. What I didn't enjoy was the ending. I was like, it felt like it just suddenly stopped, and I was like, well, what? There's more. I know there's another book, and I haven't read the books, but it just stopped, and I was like,
One film I think should be on this list, which is going to cause a few comments I can feel, is The Purge. I think it's a fun film if you're watching it with friends, but the concept behind it is great. Having the idea that for one night a year, all crime is legal. And it had such potential, and I don't think it's a bad film.
Oz the Great and Powerful, good film, directed by Sam Raimi, starring Philip DeFranco. I mean, it was Philip DeFranco, wasn't it? James Franco, I'm sorry, I got the name wrong. It was a nice, bright story, and I liked it. One thing I didn't like, I got to say, was just a pet peeve. In the original ones, the Wicked Witch of the West was covered in warts and pimples. This time, it was just a smooth green face. And as you know, that's not a wicked witch, you know? It's just like a Smurf that's green with a hat and a broom. I did like the colours really brought it to life.
Another film I think should be on this list is Die Hard 5. I think it's a great film. No, I don't. I think it's a crap film, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm a sucker for the Die Hard films, and Bruce Willis in this role is fantastic. I'd love to see him just go on as John McClane for ages, but all good things come to an end, I guess, and this film could probably be the tipping point for Die Hard.
So, Ashens and the Quest for the Game Child, YouTube series, video, full movie thing. It's 90 minutes, it counts. Great quality. I mean, that and Side Effects are the 2 highlights on YouTube for me this year. It's basically a quest about this guy who's after this really old piece of tat, which everything was returned, there's one left, and he wants it because he's a collector. It's basically a quest, and you probably can't hear me over the wind, but I'm going to keep talking anyway, because it's a film, and it's a film that I like, and I'm going to send you a link here on my eye. Maybe not, maybe just here. I don't know how I'm framed. So, it's a film, it's a quest, it's a family film.
One final film I think should go on here from my point of view, Thor 2, or Thor the Dark World, dependent on what you want to call it. I think that was a fantastic film. Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, brilliant in their roles. Granted, some of the others could have acted a bit better, but I think although the story started to get a bit repetitive after a while of most superhero films, no, it didn't get repetitive at all. I can't think of a flaw for it. I want a flaw for it. Shout out a flaw, quick, for Thor 2.
The one in the monastery.
Who?
There's a floor in the monastery, in the chapel, and in the plaza there were 2, they had flooring.
So those are our films of 2013.
If you feel like you have a different list and you would like to express it, down below is the comments, and we will leave you some comments back if you comment.
And if you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button down here somewhere, but to make it easier, I'll get him to put a hyperlink here.
On his face.
On my face.
And we would also like any topics you'd like us to cover in the comments below if you have the time.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.